Kia ora, Aquarius. Thanks for joining me today. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is your reading for the new moon in Gemini, your fellow air sign. So let's see what's on the table. Take what resonates, as I always say, leave what does not resonate. There's a lot of people doing tarot on this platform, so. And thanks for your likes, shares, all of that. Subscribes, I really, really appreciate it. I really do. So thanks for that. Let's get the story out, Aquarius. No mucking around here. It's for the new moon. Did I say that? New moon in Gemini, I think I did. Okay, so Aquarius, what's generally happening? Check out any titles that stand out for you as well. Get a couple more cards. Sometimes I lay them out, sometimes I don't. It just depends. Okay. If you haven't tuned in before, we go through and clarify. So with a few other decks. Now, interesting. Wow, we've got two knights going in opposite directions. Let's talk about it. We've got the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands. Impulsive, compulsive. Are we shedding something from the past? Are we sort of letting it fly and flow and in a fiery fume of baptism here, of some kind of healing through fire? This is a compulsive night, you know, reactionary, all of that. I'm not suggesting it's you, Aquarius. It could be someone in your life. It could just be the feeling around you at the moment. You know, this blasting of fire that way. And then it's also, there's a level of shape-shifting energy within that. On that level, you know, it's kind of, what am I trying to say? It's kind of, it's an energy of a sort of eradication, is just what I'm getting. But anyway, upwards and onwards. Knight of Cups, a beautiful emotional gift. But you see what I mean is that, you know, they came out like thus, like two little bookends. Both very different here. So there's a emotional offering moving forward is the way that I'm just seeing it right now. We then have the Seven of Swords. Now, I think we're getting this a lot in the last set of readings on that full moon. For a lot of people, for a lot of signs. Seven of Swords. We're looking at, you know, deceptive behaviour maybe. It's there's a pointlessness to that. Whether it's something that we're operating on that level ourselves or it is other people around us. There's an element of the saboteur and in this, and in the Thoth deck it's called futility, because it is futile. There's no point to it. And again, as is in every card, there's a particular energy within the image, within the archetype. And in the Seven of Swords, it can be, you know, deceptive. And then we've got the beautiful Temperance card, which is called Art, because we draw in many things, don't we, in this alchemical process. We're drawing in many things, throwing it in the cauldron, waiting. We don't need a clock. We're just waiting for this beautiful new thing to appear. We call it divine timing. It is an alchemical process. It's bigger than us. And there's a waiting period. So let's go through and clarify Aquarius. You Aquarians out there, this new moon in Gemini, and we are just nearly at the solstice. I think I'll be lighting a big fire like that Knight of Wands. Now let's look at the Knight of Wands. What is this Knight for Aquarius? Wow, it's certainly we see here with Temperance, there's a timing involved. And certainly with the Hanged Man coming out, I wonder if the Knight of Wands is more like a memory, is more like a psychological place that you remember from the past. But the Hanged Man, we shut off external stimuli, information, the needs of others, all of that. We go into Hanged Man mode because there's a purpose, there's a reason for that. The reason is, you could say some kind of level of transformation. The reason is that when we come out and down from that position, we have slightly shift our perspective, or maybe our perspective has changed quite a lot. Perspectives. I'm just going to get one more. Perspectives, we get the Six of Cups. Childhood memory. The ability to give without having an agenda, so we're not making ourselves vulnerable. I think there's something about this Gemini new moon, the ability to be quick and very adept in the sort of speed of the mind, and understanding that sometimes that is a wonderful, that ability of speed mentally can be a wonderful way of not being vulnerable. We use it in that way. I mean, I'm a Gemini. I can say that. I'm not saying I'm super intellectual. I'm not. But we can use the fleet-footedness of our mind to actually, as a mask, is what I'm getting here. We can use that so that we aren't vulnerable. I think this is changing. I think it's changing for a lot of people, but I think it's changing. And so we see that six, there's nothing, we don't need to be hiding our true feelings or, what's gone on in our heart in the past or in the present. It's that sheer childhood act of just finding such joy in the giving. It's also about people returning from the past. It's very interesting, just out of that first card, Aquarius. Okay, let's keep moving. Knight of Cups. Said the Knight. Let's keep moving. There's an offering. And then somehow in the offering is a rebalancing, is what I get quite strongly. We've got justice. To clarify the Knight of Cups, an emotional offering, we get justice, rebalancing of the scales. Is there a resolution of sorts going on here? Is that the right word? Resolution. Within you or to do with someone else. Nine of Cups. We know what makes us happy, and that's good enough. If we know that. Sometimes it takes a lifetime for people to understand what makes them happy. So the Nine of Cups is a wonderful card. The other aspect, we don't want to get too complacent, right? We understand what makes us happy, Aquarius. And then we have the Page of Swords. We're getting quite a few cards coming out here, but we've got the Page of Swords, adolescent learning figure, understanding the machinations of power. And when I say power, not about the top level echelons in the world. It's not about that. It's about your own personal power. So it's about your energetic daily life and how you use that. how you protect it, how you use it in your dealings with others, but also how you see other people using theirs, and the reasons behind why their behaviours are sometimes kind of brutal. We need to understand that within ourselves. They can be brutal, they can be glorious. We all can. But we understand our own primarily, and how we wield that sword, and I guess how that impacts others. We understand the whole thing, Aquarius, don't you think? But anyway, let's have a look at the Seven of Swords. Let's have a look at the Seven of Swords, she said, and we'll get one more card. Well, we've got two for that. Wow. Aquarius. So we've got the, Seven of Swords. It can be self-sabotorial, let's face it. It can be deception. We have the Ten of Swords. We know the Ten of Swords, a wonderful card in my mind, because it means that somewhere within here you understand. The penny's dropped. You understand. This is painful to get to 10. We're at the end of the suit here. The hand gesture, as it is the same with the Hierophant, is a sign. It's a sign of understanding that it is a process of moving through and beyond. We have learnt something new. Whether it's from an experience, whether it's from going into hanged man mode, we have learnt the penny drops. We then have the Lovers with that. We're talking about a choice here. We're talking about an integration and a balancing on a general level. We speak of contracts, relationships that we have with other people. This may well be in relation to, some of it, in relation to a particular person in your life or a relationship from the past. Or groups of people, anything like that. But we see here the contracts that we made and that we make. Just like the Six of Cups, it sits on that level within the tree of life of absolute beauty and harmony. That's what it's there to foster. That's what it's speaking about, is beauty, harmony and balance. Let us look at Temperance, whatever that means for you, Aquarians. Whoops, but few too many there. Few too many. Temperance. Currently, you might be feeling, Aquarius, that you might be feeling a level of disappointment in regards to groups, in regards to others, maybe in regards to yourself. I'm just going to get one more card for Aquarius, if we can. That just flipped up here. You might, but see, what are we talking about? Disappointment. Yeah, again, we've got a Five of Cup. So we see the three spilt ones. We've still got two here. Therein lies your understanding, your new perspective. See what I mean? From the Hanged Man. Your new perspective is turning around and seeing these. And actually knowing, Aquarius. Four of Wands. Homecomings, belongings. This is your place. This is the place where you get welcomed in. It's your home. It's your environment. It's your place of belonging, within all of this, it comes down to you being in your seat, in a strong position. Right. So let's get a Brian Froud, Vixen Fairy, see if they've got a glimmer for us. It's funny, as I go on with these readings, they just get longer and longer. Yeah. And this refers back to, they just get longer and longer. This refers back to talking about, not wanting to be, in a heart sense, too vulnerable. And we can mask it often. Sometimes just one thing can anyway, it's like, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We get the beautiful honesty card because this is about heart frequency. And that is felt and expressed. This card is called honesty because it's true expression of what is heartfelt. It's honesty in matters of emotion, in matters of your own essence, and being able to express that. And in some strange way, the prickly, glistening physicality of the honesty card, there's an invulnerability about it, which I think is key. In the act of expression, it sort of literally makes us invulnerable when we're in that good seated place, that place where we belong. So on that note, actually I forgot, rock mineral crystal, Aquarius, a little rock mineral or crystal for guidance for Aquarius, please. Oh, we've got a whole pile. But that one came out. We've got far too many. That one came out right on top of the other cards. Golden or gold sheen obsidian, personal power, spiritual manifestation, earth healing, and new experiences. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was strange, funny noise. So that's beautiful for you, golden, glorious golden sheen. Must be around you at the moment, Aquarius. On that note, take good care for this beautiful new moon in Gemini. Enjoy it. We're not far away from the solstice now. So those of you in the southern hemisphere, we're getting near that shortest day. Thank God. On that note, ka kite, Aquarius. Bye.